knock this little man game out right quick. Huh? What joint? Boy, I'm confused right now. Man, I don't want no pause or whatever y'all got going on, big dog. Don't want no pause, man. Man, I looked and deleted, big dog. Did I? That's what I did. Man, I got a wife around here, man. I ain't boy. Look and delete, man. On here? Nah, it was group me. It was on group me. It was on group me. Yeah, you can. Can you unhide it? Where you do that at? On the right, scroll left. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I see it. Boy, you said something right there. Oh, even if you hide? Oh wow, I didn't know that. Boy, this nigga right here. Which one of these numbers yours? 0364 or 8139? Uh, you can't get rid of that chat stuff, man. Well, it's gonna be your personal one though. You got yours, big dog?
You to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River.
I say you got your phone?
Downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in.
Let's go Tennessee! Let's go!
Pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match
Posting
up
the lead
between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans.
You said, whoa, you said what? Boy, niggas is something else.
Fall around the corner. Football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4.
You said that ain't quite what you meant.
Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard
Boy,
line.
I don't know what else you could have meant by that, big dog. But, you know, ain't none of my business, man. Pierce, Copeland. Nah.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
No.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He's 75 overall. He is 2.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Cannon Balaj. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. He'll look to throw.
There we go. Who is that? Is that Pierce? Oh, that's Riley? You going, Polo? Okay, okay. I like it. Who got that sack, though? Here's Littleton. Okay. Oh, you.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal.
You wasted time out. You gotta go.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
He punted.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game.
Excuse me.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Go.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
This nigga got mismatched shoes on, bro. Boy, this game's so stupid. I can't play this until next game, man. He got mismatched shoes on.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's got Fuller.
Boy, we ain't got no time back there.
Pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
We ain't got no time back there.
Routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
I don't know what we're going to do just yet.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. Anderson loses the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football.
Turn that light on for me.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll hand it out to Geis. Looking for a seam, but finding none.
Oh, boy, you know that.
Scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Oh!
A huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Hit that thing at the park, boy.
For the score. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to him.
You said them at any time.
The rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in.
Just go to whoever you want. Now you got to click on whoever you want, and it'll say select as captain. Set as captain. I mean, you got 5 people already as captains.
Take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
Come on, man. Y'all got to get there, man. Bring it 5. Somebody got to win.
Understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Trubisky keeps
no.
Himself. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date,
go
ahead and take your shot.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll run for it. Geis. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Why they made me come back? I wanted to rush through that hole.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense.
Say 2 to 3 weeks.
You're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Eluding the pressure right. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Oh, now he bowls him over.
Oh, wow.
Taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play
of
this first quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis.
235.
They went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the
Hey,
play.
cut that out. All that whining and stuff.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll get this down to about the
Turn the TV on or something.
31-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Hey, did you hear what I said? Don't, don't. Shut your butt up. What are you crying for? Don't do all that.
Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Titans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal,
that's what they both be doing.
Doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure.
I said that's what they both be doing. Jordan, the one who asked for it.
And feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get.
But what I'm saying is Jordan, the one who asked for it. I don't know how Scott got it.
30 to the 31.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season. Tackle.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Because you and I both know that in the
earlier
preseason,
before then, I
a lot of
guess
these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Curry. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Man, get the freak out of here with that foolishness, man.
And he's going to be out of bounds right.
Nigga out here spinning on his own and stuff.
Pick up a 15 for Jacksonville. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Geis on a handoff left. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can
we ain't even talk about that.
For their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone.
Nah, man, we ain't even talk about that.
Got good starting field position.
Let me lie, babe. Oh, boy, Joker low down, boy.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Really
They gonna try to out me like
Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Jackson now. His throw caught at about the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Chad said he got his cap breaker, but his dude didn't go up. He was devastated, man.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And following the interception,
that was his two-way.
Interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Curry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Going up top. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have
man, how you hurt,
Instead,
bro?
2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left.
Oh!
Hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Poor grown.
Seems like this defense, especially
Week
the
one,
secondary,
goodness
has really been contesting about every throw in this first
Starting
half.
Reminds
linebacker.
me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th
doing
and
what?
7.
And whose? Oh.
Out of the the gun. They'll look to throw.
There we go.
It's going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Will Fuller, 53 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Are you okay?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen.
Attack.
Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Boy, stay in this same one trash formation
inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
Nah, too tight ends.
So they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Who got that? Donald?
Call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
I can't tell who's getting these sacks, man.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. They'll throw now on the final play.
Donald got that one after Edmonds missed it, though.
With the pressure, maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Sky.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not
go down there and
get a
see what
chance
she
to
wants.
return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Jackson, he dumps it off to Barkley.
2019.
Down to the 47 here. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner. Get him out in the flat and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing is Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Tack McKinley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson from the shotgun.
Oh, my goodness, Lamar.
Incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for.
Oh, my goodness,
takes
bro.
us from 2nd to 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now the Jags defense decides.
All right, see you later. Have a good night.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Has he?
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Dog.
Lucky 56.
4th down. Here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Who they got ahead
This
of?
quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
Again, Jackson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup.
He must ain't got the sacks or something.
Down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
No picks.
They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson will throw again. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. As his guys are in for 6. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. Point after here coming up. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
What's up?
Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Can't do
Try and
that.
get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Detroit!
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give running left is Geis. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll look to throw now on first down. Being chased out left.
Oh, yeah.
And for a third time tonight,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Operating from the gun. Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 3rd and 1, Jackson is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Oh, he beat him.
This one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. Now for the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Who that you talking about, Rick?
The kickoff team on the field.
You talking about me, man?
Send this one away.
Because you won't send him that tight end.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively.
Did he really say that, man?
Not just for the guy
Oh,
the
man.
ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because there's confidence
that
has to be
outed me,
shaken a
man.
little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Detroit!
Defense? The touchdown? Wow, I don't even. I honestly don't even know. I'll find it though.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
That probably is a play I ain't ran 10 times, bro. I don't know how it was so wide open.
Boy, it's another boomer.
When I be up big like this, what are you doing?
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be tight.
I don't even know what formation it was in, Rick.
Honestly, as they get set to take the field. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday,
which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
what's up,
I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from.
What play was that? Oh, that was this play. Drag verticals.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that.
Oh, Lamar, what the are you doing?
Picked by Tavarius Moore, and he'll actually lose 6 yards on
what are you doing?
I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart in points here tonight. They finally
oh my God, that's one of the worst throws I've never seen, bro.
He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
They start on the ground with Geis. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
What the freak are you
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Geis again. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Well, y'all done had 4 in 4 years, man. 4 different representatives.
3rd and 5 now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Aguilar has it. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his
McGraw, I don't know
horse.
where you was
Still
there, bro.
accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
This is Geis. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Man, what?
Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Who is this? This nigga's supposed to be blitzing over here, and he is out. Oh, my gosh.
Here, he's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Good stuff, Zachary.
Time for a break.
This game's
This
terrible,
one
bro.
all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Nah, 39. What that mean, man? What?
So they'll come up 1st and 10.
See, that's the problem now, man. I wanted excellence regardless of what the score is, man. And I ain't talking about out of my play. I'm talking about out of the game.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
They got to give us a better product, man.
Complete over the middle. That's Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field.
Nah.
Detroit! Gone!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
That play was hard to see. One play goes wrong, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and very long when they had been in 2nd and inches.
Yeah, I know you like the idea of taking a shot on 2nd and inches, but you can't take a sack for that big of a loss.
That's the one thing you cannot do. They gave it up, and now they're way behind the chains. Good luck with this next play call.
Over!
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Robbie Anderson, 71 yards. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on.
Bench pressing on these niggas, man.
Now the try
We
here
working
for
out on
third
these
after.
niggas, man. Now we bench. Now we bench. Some was broke right there the way that dude was wide open.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He goes where I'm running some some
And this
glitch
will not
stuff
be
or something.
returnable. It's
Junkie.
out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a
Get
team
your hand out your mouth.
and we were
You're not a
losing
baby.
late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he comes back with one complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Curry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Lutz with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Detroit! Detroit!
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to fire one. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Tennessee, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.
What's up?